kind of don't want all of that in the background, but hey, y'all. Let me get my lighting together. Let me get my lighting together. Hold on, y'all. Let's see if that helps. All right, can y'all see me? Hi, everyone. I have been wanting to do this live for some time now, but y'all got to pray for me for consistency because I know y'all be wanting the content, okay? Even though I'm new, 100 of y'all be watching me. Oh, so yeah, so shout out to me. But before we get into the review, like I always do on all of my videos, I like to start off by saying that I hope you said a prayer this morning. You got your movements in. This hair, honey, this hair is so cute, but honey, sometimes it don't be doing what I want it to do. But yeah, I hope you said your prayers. You've moved your bodies today because today we're about to get into the tea. Okay. Now, this review is gonna be reviewing Live at the Lockup, High Risk Lies. Okay. So, y'all, this episode was crazy. Okay. Now, I haven't reviewed the show since my last video that you've seen because life has been lifing. Also, y'all, guess what? I had another injury. I fell again. So, without further ado, here we go. We just gonna jump right into it. Okay. There's neither here nor there because I'm here to do the review and that's what we're gonna do. Okay. So we're gonna start off with Troy and Zaria. So we saw last week that Zaria and Troy were hosting a community event at their church, and they were hoping to get youth to sign up, and um it was their anniversary, but there was a disagreement that happened between Troy and Zaria because um Zaria accused Troy of texting other women, and she put him out the car, right? Hence, this also led to you know the confrontation between her and Troy, because Troy ended up leaving not only his mother at the train station or at the bus station, wherever they was at, but he left his daughter there too. So that's what we pick up, and I'm pretty sure Maria is gonna be in here, so shout out to Maria. She'll probably be in the comments, but Maria giving us be giving us the TT. Okay. But anyway, so shout out to her. So anyway, we pick up this week with Troy and Zaria arguing about, you know, Troy being upset because Zaria didn't allow him to go pick up his daughter. And if I'm being honest, I would be upset too because for one, ain't nobody finna stop me to go from going to get, see, do anything for my child if I were to have a child. You know what I'm saying? Like none of that stop it. And I don't care what kind of argument it is, petty, small, big. That's never gonna change my mind on, you know, again going to attend to my baby. Because who are you, man? You just enter his life. Baby Troy been here what, 8 years, 7 years now? Like, girl, you was out of your rabbit mind, okay? Okay, so Zaria ends up, talking to Troy this week, and she's telling Troy, "Oh, I'm just frustrated because you've been texting other women, and you just have not been engaged, and I'm just so confused on, and conflicted on why you're acting this way." Now, I was confused because for one, did we not see last week that she put Troy out of her car? Did we not see that? And Troy was rightfully so pissed off because Troy is like, for one, this is our anniversary. I'm not cheating. You only assuming it because I'm writing you a long ass post like he does on Facebook all the time. Troy is always on Facebook. I remember I used to be like on Facebook as much as Troy when I was in high school. But Troy is always on Facebook, y'all. Always on Facebook. But neither here nor there. He was actually doing something for the betterment at the wrong time for, and I won't even say betterment, but he was doing something good for them, for their anniversary, but at the wrong time because it was a lot already going on with the community event and, them not being able to celebrate their anniversary on top of, again, him not going to pick up his baby. So I get it. But to for Zaria to just come out and say that she was frustrated and she assumed that he was texting another woman when he really wasn't. He was really writing a long post, and he even showed her, throughout this episode. And I was just sitting there like, I know that she's come out recently saying that, um I'm bipolar, and shout out to anyone that is, living with bipolar disorder or ADHD or whatever the case may be, because I know that has to be hard, right? And I am hoping that you all are getting the help that you need and that you're getting the mental resources that you need. But girl, we not finna use that because we saw you last year going off on Troy numerous times for no reason. You was just going off on Troy. You was going off on anybody that seemed like coming your realm. And I know that's not her character, but I you showing us who you are, sweetheart. You are showing us who you are. You know what I'm saying? So let's just stand in it, okay? Anyway, so Troy tells Zareel that, she needs to just calm down, and Zaria ends up, telling Troy that, she loves him and, pretty much trying to brush it off, right? So they finished that community event, and Troy, in his green screen is saying that he is, you know, worried about talking to his baby mama about this situation because, for one, they literally just really got on the same footing, and Yana has even just recently started, within when this was filmed, had recently started allowing baby Troy to visit Troy and Zaria in Syracuse when she lives in Buffalo. So, I mean, I would be worried too, my guy, because you had no backbone in that situation. Zaria couldn't have told me a damn thing. You hear me? Nothing. Them keys would have been got, them wheels would have been rolling, and I would have been at the damn bus stop before you knew it. Okay, picking up my mama and my baby. Because again, who are you? This community event will be here. We can argue about this later, but I'm never leaving my mind on the side. You out your rabbit ass. So anyway, so then, we see later on, that Troy and Zaria end up going to actually meet with Yana. And Yana came, and she was, really trying to have a conversation with Troy. And I understand her defense about not wanting to have a conversation while Zaria was there. And I saw a lot of people in, various comments of like YouTube or wherever this was posted or whatever, right? Saying various things about like how, you know, uh Zaria Zaria should have been there. And my thing is, Zaria shouldn't have been there because, for one, why would you leave your husband child on the site, not even the site, Mississippi, the sides of the dang on road for 4 hours. 4 hours. I cannot imagine Zaria leaving her son anywhere for that long. I just can't see it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't see it, and yeah, it just wouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So for Yana coming in and feeling like, hey, I don't want to talk to her. Rightfully so, Yana. Rightfully so. Troy, this is between me and you. Me and you made this child. I need to talk to you because obviously what I'm saying to you and her isn't sticking. So I'm going to set more boundaries and talk to you, and we can move on from there. But see, Troy didn't even want to do that. And I feel like as a man, you, as a man, right? And as a father, you should want to compromise with your baby mama or vice versa, right? To say, okay, hey, I made a mistake. I'm going to fix it by, or I'm going to try to fix it. Let's have a conversation, right? There was none of that. Troy was just very like giving immature. Okay. And I hate that for him because I want Troy to win. I really do want Troy to win because he is an intelligent guy. It's just that his wife can also, how sometimes people say some things or some people can hinder you from doing great things. Troy, that's Troy. And I'm not saying that Zaria is, not a great thing because they are married, right? Rooting for black love, right? But it's just the principle of the matter. Like, you have to learn how to control your emotions. And even in my big age, in my 30s, even though I don't look like it, my big age, I definitely am still learning how to control my emotions. And yeah, that would never have gotten there with me and my sugar. Ever, ever, ever. Let alone on TV, bro. You is out your rabbit, bro. No. So no, I don't want to have a conversation with you. I really don't want to have a conversation with, if I was in that case, my baby daddy. But I'm here to be an adult so that we can come to some type of resolution so that this don't happen again, right? But will Troy and Zareel see it that way? Obviously not, because she's sitting up there looking like a stump on a log, still trying to defend her name to claim like ain't nothing wrong. That right there was just, I don't know. And I again I see her coming out saying, "Oh, you all have been too hard on me," in so many words, right? No. We are reading you for who you are and trying to get you to see that you are in a committed marriage. What comes with Troy comes with you, especially when it comes to his children. Do better. Do better. Because I'm sick of it. I'm almost finna tell them to take y'all off. Okay? And baby, what uniquely says goes. These views, don't let them fool you. Okay? But baby, one phone call, off the show. Allegedly. Oh, all right. So let me keep going. So now I'm going to talk about Kimberly and Joey. Kimberly and Joey, I don't know. So last week we saw that Kimberly found out, she drug tested Joey, and she found out that Joey was clean for cocaine. You know, I don't know if I can say that on here, but he was clean for the cocoa. I'm in love with the cocoa. Yeah, he was clean for that. But we see this week they pick up where Joey has actually gone back to the store, gotten a new drug test, and miraculously, before I watched the episode, I didn't know this part, that cocaine can be out your system within 3 to 5 days. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I don't do them hard drugs. I don't do them drugs, but I don't know nothing about the cocoa. Okay, but the fact that he went there, it's like he almost knew when to test himself so that he can become clean. Like you knew what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you knew. And he's sitting up there sounding logical, right? But baby, you can't come back the truth. Talking about some, well, I know people who have weed in their system for 2 months. Well, you're damn right. It's THC, my guy. Okay? It ain't going nowhere, okay? But we ain't talking about THC. We talking about this cocoa that Kim found in that doggone cup. And you sitting up there want to play Father of the Year, and you up here doing these hard drugs. You need a whooping, boy. You need a whooping. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I'm really proud of Kimberly in this moment, in this episode, because she stood up for herself, and she was basically telling Joey, like, I cannot do this if you are on hard drugs. Like, I can't do this. And with Joey even trying to refute the fact that, he is not doing this, she still stood 10 toes down. She's like, Joey, these are not faulty tests. Just because you went and got another test and it says that you are negative now doesn't mean that you weren't just positive. And I was like, yes, mamas. Yes, it's about time you have a backbone. You know what I'm saying? So I was really proud of her because at the end of the day, I don't feel like Joey should be around those children if he is doing all that cocaine and Hennessy and not the real, not the drink. Okay. So yeah, I was really proud of her. But then we see she takes him to the freaking PO office and they end up testing him where he comes out. And I'm looking at Joey like, I know that face because, when I'm high, let me stop saying that. But, when the Mary Jane kick in, your eyes be a little low. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at him like, that don't look like THC. Like, the way he moving like zombie-ish and I don't know, like weird. Weird. Oh my God, weird. But anyway, he miraculously tests for THC too. Not one time, she says, not two times, but three times he's tested for THC and he passes with flying colors with THC in his system. Now, Joey, not only are you doing cocaine, but now you are doing THC, which ain't nothing wrong with Lil Mary Jane. Snoop Dogg smokes it every day. His lungs are very healthy. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But the fact is, you haven't even been out for a year, my guy. You can't control your urges to not do anything. Like, I guess he said, since I know she probably would test me for cocaine, let me just go ahead and hit this Mary Jane, which we did. We have been seeing him hit the little vape pen, you know what I'm saying, the past few episodes. But I'm like, maybe that's just some nicotine because my sugar got a nicotine vape pen, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, it look they all look the same, you know what I'm saying? It's just the smell. The smell is different. But the fact that you can't control that and then you want to have so much status in this household, baby, you better go back to rehab and get it together, okay? Because ain't no way I could be Kimberly letting you thinking you finna run anything. And you out here has a bird, has a canary, has a canary. No, it's not working like that, baby. So he goes to rehab. And I'm going to put a pin in this right here because I'm going to say something and it's the truth. Okay. But the system is just weird. The system is weird. I'm talking about the justice system. It's weird. This man goes to his PO office as a Caucasian man and he gets 90 days probation for failing a drug test. Let's use a black man, goes to do the same thing. Black man might get time. Black man might even get probation and more time. What? Oh, that part right there just tripped me out. But I'm like, that's the world we live in. And then, oh baby, y'all better be ready for the 20 for the 25. Oh, y'all better be ready for the Trump times, y'all. The TTs, the Trump times, baby. Y'all better be ready, okay? Because it's gonna be a lot worse than what I just explained. But anyway, so they give him 90 days or whatever. So I'm just interested to see what this Joey finna do. Cause Joey get too many passes. And Joey gives me Chance vibes. Y'all remember Chance from Love off after Lockup from with Taylor, who got off from running someone over or and causing a collision and he didn't get no time in jail. He got probation pretty much. Yeah, it's giving Chance vibes, and I don't mess with it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just here to review the show. So let's keep going. But anyway, so we see that going back to Joey and Kimberly, that Tatum, Joey's first boo. Oh, this show so messy. No, no. Them cousins, they are messy. Now, I feel like Kimberly should not have prolonged this relationship with Joey with all of these things going on. But also, let's not forget that Joey was dating her cousin as teenagers. And that's when they were teenagers, right? People grow up. But the fact that Joey was so intricate to Tatum's life, like he was her first boo and first everything. And then he sleeps also around that time with Kimberly, and Kimberly can't really let him go, even though she didn't move on and got married before and had some kids. But now we find out that even one of her children ain't even possibly her ex man. It's just a hot mess, hot mess. But Tatum comes over, and I really like that Tatum still supports um Kimberly, because she needs someone that's real in her ear. We all need that real, recentered person in our ear. You know what I'm saying? And Tatum, she shows Tatum um her new house that her and Joey just got, because we know last episode Kimberly's dad loaned them $7,000. $7,000. Yes, $7,000 for a new crib. Okay. And Joey, I, he's just messing it up. Oh my God, he is messing it up. But we are praying for Joey over here, okay? We're rooting for Joey, okay? Because we want him to get it together. We want him to get it together. But the fact that her daddy gave y'all $7,000 and you messing it up like that, like, bro, I want to whoop you with a belt, okay? With a belt, okay? Um, but Tatum comes over and Tatum's like, yeah, the house is nice, thank you, yeah. But where's Joey? Oh, I had cackled a little bit. I said, "Girl, I feel like Tatum already be knowing what it man is, but Tatum still gonna ask that girl where Joey was at. Girl, you know Joey is locked up. Girl, where was he at when he was with you? That ain't funny, but yeah. So Kimberly ends up telling he ain't locked up, he in rehab, y'all. But Tatum ends up telling asking Kimberly that, and Kimberly ends up saying well, he's in rehab. They country. He's in rehab. And Tatum like, oh my God, like what's going on with you? Like what, like everything that we all thinking as viewers. What is wrong with you, girl? He is not the only one. And here come Kimberly defending her man. Yes, he is. He is the only one. He is the only one. Girl, no, he is not. You can do better. You have so much to be thankful for. And you have a family that supports you, mamas. Kimberly, you can be doing so much better. Not only did we find out that, she tells Tatum that Joey's in rehab, but then you sitting on results, test results, Mike. Kimberly, baby girl, we praying for you over here. We praying for you. But you have to get it together. Because right now I'm telling you, you are acting um 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 like you just have no proof about yourself, like you have no it's like she has low self-esteem, and I hate that for her. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't let Joey drag you down. You just left that situation with your ex-man. Then you have two other huge factors at play on top of that. You have Joey's drug problem, and you don't know who your baby daddy is. And then you sitting on the results for weeks, my guy. What? Kimberly, you got to get it together, mamas, for real. Because you don't want your kids to look back on this, because they will see this, sweetheart. They will. I don't know what be wrong with some of these reality TV. My kids will never see that. I shield my kids. Your child will see this. By the time that they see this in the next few years, technology will have advanced. But trust me, the universe will remind them of this moment. And you don't want to be a person to be sitting there like a lump on a log, and just down on your look. Like, no, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. You made a mistake. The fact that you acknowledge it on this show, you are showing many women, like, okay, I made a mistake, but y'all, I'm trying. I'm trying to get back on a good path. That's what we like to see. We like to see the real. Okay. And we're rooting for you again. Tatum looking at her like, girl, what is wrong with you? Like, you want me to read the results? And baby, I am Tatum. Give me them results because I want to read them. And the look on Tatum's face that we don't know yet about who the baby daddy is tells me everything. It kind of makes me feel like Joey is one of them kids' daddy. Because, ain't nobody gonna be just like, unless, they being extra. But the fact that Tatum face at the end of this episode was like, I'm like, Kimberly, was you messing with that man while you was married? Was you messing with that man, or was you messing with that man before you? What was the story, Kimberly? Because for one, you already told us that you don't have the money to pay back your ex-husband. And I'm just gonna put a pin right here and say, for anyone that's going through anything like Kimberly, trust me, you have my full support. However, we have to sit down, reevaluate things, and say, okay, what's best for me? And in Kimberly's situation, Joey is not what's best. He's not. You have too much on your plate. And she lets that Joey have too much free reign for me. He got a car when he got out. He got some rims when he got out. He got food. He got all these clothes. He got all this stuff when he got out. He just unappreciative. And then he talked to you like you one of the kids. Kimberly, no, this is not it, mamas. This is not it. And then not only will you have to pay your ex baby daddy back if that child ain't his, but you gotta pay your daddy back, mamas. Yes. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for watching me. I know y'all probably gonna leave in a minute because don't nobody stay that long for me. But hey, everybody, I appreciate y'all. But Kimberly, you gotta pay your daddy back. Did you forget? Did you forget? Because daddy said, I'm only loaning you this money because I'm hopeful that you are going to do the right thing. But are you doing the right thing, Kimberly? Yes, you are. You're trying to pan your foot. You're trying to get it together. But Kimberly, we rooting for you. And you are like, "Duh, duh, 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 duh." It's like, girl, this is not Alice in Wonderland. Baby, this is Kimberly in the United States of America. Okay? The world is evolving, baby. You have to open your eyes. Be woke. Okay? Child. Y'all, let's say a prayer for Kimberly. Amen. Let's move on to Melissa and Louie. Now, y'all, I said in my last video, Melissa irks my nerves so bad. For one, it's the nose. It's something with the nose. And then I'm not talking about her, but I am stating facts, right? Because for one, I hate that she went and got her nose done again, because if y'all see at the tip, it just looked like they drilled just a side of it over. And now it kind of got a little crook in it. And it's like, Melissa, you're a beautiful woman. You don't need all that work for real. I hate she got her lips done and all of that. But Melissa, you don't need that. Okay. What you do need is humbleness. You need humbleness. Because in this episode, we saw that Melissa and her friend, I don't even know why she let her friend look at what your friend was wearing, sweetheart. You gonna let your friend talk you into go getting your ring appraised, insured? She tried to play it off like she wants to help her get it insured. And yeah, I've had friends like that. They are not happy for you. They are not happy for you. They will try to suggest things and insinuate things because they aren't happy, and make you feel like your significant other just ain't SHIT. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, no, boo, it's you, baby. Don't get it twisted, because I think where a lot of people fall short and fail short in life was when they do share their information with their friends, and then their friends feel the entitlement of continuously commenting on their situation. This is the situation with Melissa and Louis. Melissa is so influenced, y'all, by what the world say and what her friends, her mama, I mean, her daddy say and all of it. Like, bro, Melissa, do you want me to call the show, Melissa? Because I'm telling y'all, I will call the show and y'all will be off, allegedly. But you, no, actually, you will be off, Melissa, because we want Louis. But the fact that the friend gonna go to, they went to the jewelry shop, for one, the ring is banging, y'all. The ring is banging. Baby, I cannot wait till the day I get me a 14 carat. Okay, the 14 karat reds. It ain't even got to be the 14 karat reds. It's whatever my sugar kid, feels comfortable doing. But I know whatever she does, it's going to be done in love. Okay. And I'm not going to question a damn thing because the authenticity of her heart means more to me than something materialistic than like a ring. Did you catch that? Did you catch that? Okay. So the fact that she done hounded Louis all these years for a ring, and then you take your long nose in there and you let your friend sit up here and talk to the jeweler for you, I have a problem with that. Why are you speaking for me, sweetheart? I don't need your. This is my ring. Do you see this ring? This is my ring. I don't need you speaking for me. Even though you have your opinions and you have persuaded me to come here, I don't need you speaking for the jeweler for me. But one, me and my friends, we don't have that problem. I only got about 2 friends, y'all. And I love them to deal. But we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We Melissa, small mind, small, very small. She gotta grow some more. So they get in the jeweler, and the jeweler is like, he already looking at the ring before she even really take it off. Like, that's a good ring. You have a good one. You have a good man, Savannah. Okay, that wasn't good enough for her. Now that wasn't good enough, y'all. She still had to go all the way through. Well, can you just tell me if the ring is legit? Because my boyfriend just got out of prison, and I just want to make sure that the ring is good. It's, girl, for when you talk too much. Why do everybody need to know what Louis has done? What Louis is like? Louis deserves him a bad. Am I wrong? Louis deserves him a woman woman that cook for him, woman that fold his clothes, woman that that meets him on every level, woman that love pizza. He need a woman. He need a woman other than Melissa. But hey, I ain't messing with nobody house home, because if you happy, be happy. But I just hate them unappreciative ones like Melissa. So the jeweler like, your ring is legit, Before he even takes it back, y'all, he like telling her it looks good. Like, it looks good. All right, I'm going to go clean it up. All right, takes to the bed. He tells her, he come back. Your ring 24,000. Worth $24,000. Yeah, it's worth $24,000. You got to do a good one. That still was not good enough for Melissa. And then she got this Madeline of a friend sitting there. We just want to make sure that the ring is good. Where's your ring? Why you ain't at work today? Don't we work? Don't y'all work? Where's your shield? She would not have been invited. And why are you even mic'd up? Because you talk too much, and that tongue ring was getting on my nerve even more. Okay, because I just don't like friends like that. You know what I'm saying? They just don't mean well for you at all. Okay. Then the jeweler proceeds to say, the ring is good. 24K, but it does look like the stitching that's usually in the band it is missing, and technically that is illegal for a jeweler, but you have nothing to worry about. You don't have nothing to worry about because I mean, you can go back to the jeweler and that he went to, that being Louis, and asked him, where is the stitching in this ring or whatever. But it's nothing wrong with it. It is illegal to do, but it's nothing wrong. Like, you won't lose your job, you won't lose no eyelashes. Like, I can pull these out. You ain't gonna lose them. That was not enough for her, y'all. Melissa is so unappreciative. She's undeserving of someone that loves her so much and they spent they everything on her. She is not deserving of that. I feel like she is deserving of love just like everyone else. But is she deserving of Louis' love? I have a big question mark. Do you? And honestly, I can see why Louis' mom now has a pause and claws for her, literally, every time she's around because yeah, in previous seasons we saw her being, like extra like, oh my god, Louis, you need to have a job that's not like pizza. I want you to have a job that's like it's like we saw that, right? But she got over that, right? And I feel like she only got over that when we saw last season when Louis put his foot down and said, look, either we're going to be together and you're going to appreciate me or we aren't. And shit, baby, she got it together. She got it together. Okay. She got it together. But now you backslide because it's like you trust him, you want him to do for you, but when he do for you, it's still not enough because then she go home and she tell him everything that happened. But she didn't give him the full story. Ah, ah, that right there had my little had my eyelashes fluttering because why didn't you tell him the full story? She took it to him like, we were having a conversation. I was having a conversation with my friend, and we decided to, we were thinking about going to get it insured, and um, we did, I didn't want to make sure it was real, but I still have questions. Why are you questioning this man? This man spent everything he had on you. And who's to say he didn't even take out a loan just to get you a freaking ring? You are so undeserving at this moment. You, Melissa, if you ever see this video, I'm talking to you. Somebody sent it to her. You're undeserving right now. Get it together, okay? Because I would hate for you to lose a good man, Savannah. A good man. He ain't doing no drugs. He out here working 2, 3 jobs. And then the fact that her friend gonna sit up and question the validity of if he can save that much money to buy her a ring. Ooh, oh, I want to jab her through the screen, y'all. Because, girl, where is your man? Where is your man? Where's your man? And then we see Melissa even saying, I think that, she finally, I don't know what clicked in her head, but I don't know if she's just upset that, her relationship isn't going good or what, that, I still have questions. And it's like, I wouldn't even be mad if Louis said, I'm done with you on the next episode. I wouldn't. I'll be woohoo. But I don't want to root for nobody leaving that relationship. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do, but the fact that I hate seeing anybody being treated like a doormat. Melissa, that's how you treat him. And you wonder why his mama be down your neck and down your throat because you don't know how to handle yourself in certain situations. You don't. You don't. And nobody checks her. Like her sister doesn't check her friend doesn't check her. Louis is learning how to check her. So, whatever. Oh, they work my nerves so bad. No, it's just Melissa that worked my nerve because I heart Louis. He deserved love. Let's move on to Justine and Michael. So Justine and Michael, they're having another baby. And shout out to them because some of us, again, we can't conceive. So yeah, shout out to her for being able to even carry a baby. So I give you the accolades, and you are a phenomenal person that for being able to carry all those lives and being a mother and standing in your truth and doing what you need to do for you and yours, even if it does mean living above the Joneses and you all, in the words of Michael, finances are tighter than an ant's butt. That's Michael's words, not mine. That's what Michael said. I still give you all the accolades. However, Justine, Justine and Michael, we are rooting for you. We are rooting for you. We are rooting for you. However, before we even tap into what the doctor says, Justine and Michael have to grow up. Why do you say that uniquely, Destiny? Because the decisions that they make sometimes they make no sense. Like keeping a pregnancy away from people who you know you're going to need in the end. I don't care what's going on. If you know that, you know, for one, either you going to involve them in your life or people are not going to be in your life. I'm going to take a pause and say this. My parents are not in my life. I don't care. I don't miss a beat. I sleep well at night with my woman happily. And in that, you can see why pretty much y'all. And if you have ever watched my videos, y'all know I don't have a relationship with my parents because my parents do not agree with me being a gay. Okay. They just have these hard on stereotypical views on people and life. And it's like, did y'all forget how y'all met? Don't let me get out here spilling y'all tea. Cause I will. And yes, I'm talking about my parents. Don't play with me. But anyway, so they're not in my life. And I'm sleeping peaceful at night. Conscious decision I had to make last year. Well, actually, I really haven't spoke to my dad like that. I don't even he not even my sperm donor. That's how much I just don't even care for him. I don't even talk to him. I haven't even really talked to him in years like that. Like probably over 12 like that. Like it was always a hidden goal. But the fact that you put your hands on me last year, you're dead to me. Done. Saying this on a public platform by my father. So yeah. Yeah. So Justine and Michael, if you don't want your parents in your life, don't include them in your life. I'm giving you some tough, real truths right now. And some people might say, oh, she's so hard. No, I don't want to see you hurt because I know how parents can hurt you. We saw how Justine broke down when her mama did didn't even really want to even acknowledge the fact that she's having a child. And even though she has all these feelings about Justine, a baby is something precious. You can't even be happy about a new grandchild. I get it, right? I get that you have some issues about how Justine has been living her life, but that's not your life, mother. On the basis of Justine and Michael needing to grow up more, it's either you do want them in your life, that's Justine's mom and that's Michael's mom, or you don't. Because you're always going to get the responses that you're getting because you all for one, you need them. They need them. They be needing them. It's the truth, right? They be needing them. And y'all need Michael's mom to come help y'all with the kids right now. You need now Michael's telling Justine, which he didn't say anything wrong when they were in their doctor's office. Like, Justine, you should call your mom, let her know what's happening because, we gonna need her help. He's not telling her nothing wrong, but it's the way they go about things for me. Like, excuse me, y'all. Like, if yeah. Justine, what did you think you was gonna get when you called your mom? Like, I know she wasn't expecting much, but it's like I hate to even see her hurt. Like, just don't call her. Like, leave her out of it. If you don't want people to be negative or rain on your parade, especially when you are pregnant, don't involve them. Do not involve them. That means parents, sister, brother, uncle, cousin. I don't care if it was angel himself that came down from the heaven above. If they don't want to be bothered with you, don't be bothering them. Maybe I just have a hard exterior because I've cut my parents off and I'm okay. Some people can't do that. And I realized that. And y'all, it took me probably about 29 years. I'm in my 30s now. It took me about 29 years to let them folks go. Do you know how hard it was for me? But do you know that I had to make a conscious decision to say, you aren't happy for me. I'm going to put you over here when I'm ready to deal with you. And when you're ready to say, I'm sorry for what you've done to me, we can have a conversation, then that's what we would do. But until then, I'm going to stay in my lane and I'm going to live my happy life with my little family. Okay? And I feel like Justine and Michael, they haven't gotten there. Honestly, I feel like they are still learning one another. Michael, I feel like they feel like because they have children, and I don't have children, so I'm not speaking for anyone that has children, right? But I feel like they feel like because they have children, I'm a mom, I'm a dad, I'm responsible, I'm this, I'm that. And it's like, no, because honestly, having a child back to back, you had to have known the risks beforehand before you just made this conscious decision to say, hey, we're just going to have another baby. So in that sense, I do agree with Justine's mom when she says, you all do not think before you act. It's the hard truth. And sometimes it's hard for Justine and Michael to hear the hard truths, even when their parents are being, hard on them, right? But they not telling you nothing wrong. Let's be real. But again, either you gonna deal with your mama and accept the fact that she ain't telling you nothing wrong, you know what I'm saying, and this is her, or you can say, look, I'm not gonna deal with you because actually you're not happy for me, even though you are telling me something right. It's just like I don't get that. Yeah, I don't get that from you, so I'm just gonna put you over here. You don't do that. But until you all take the time and make these conscious decisions together, Michael and Justine, you have to make decisions together and not go off of a whim. I don't care if me and Sugar could have babies, we would. But ain't no way I'm finna have 2 and 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what I'm saying? And feel like no one can tell me how to, or tell me anything, and it's for my good. No, I'm going to accept all of the, even if I don't want to hear, I'm going to accept all of the truths because at the end of the day, I made this decision. We made this decision to have this baby. I hear you. But again, if you ain't happy for me, go on about your business. But anyway, we saw that the doctor kept telling her, like, hey, you know, you are going to deliver next week on this episode. You're going to be delivering next week because at the end of the day, your placenta is not placentine. And we just have to do what we have to do. And she is scared out of her mind, rightfully so. And Michael is scared too, and rightfully so. But again, in those moments, just like Justine's mom has told her time and time again, even though the delivery was off, hey, you should slow down. Like, you don't want to put your body at risk. You don't even want to be having these conversations with these doctors about a doggone wheel, about death. Like, who wants to have these conversations? But these are conversations that must be had if you're going to keep having babies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, I feel Justine. I'm right there with them. I'm happy that they had a healthy delivery and a healthy baby. As we know, she's had the baby by now. And one thing though that got me was that Justine, she don't sit down. She don't sit down. And it's like Justine is a mom. She is a mom. She's a good mom. A good mom. However, Justine, baby, if the doctor is telling you to sit your behind down, you need to sit your behind down, sweetheart. It's not for you to be up still trying to do this and then do this and that. Like, I get that you want your baby to have a birthday party, but do you want to be going to the birthday party and doing stuff and going to labor, or do you want to possibly take risks on everything that the doctor said? And I won't repeat it. Do you? What are you doing, Justine? Which one do you want? Trying to see. It really sucks that when she called her mom, that she didn't get the response that she wanted, because her mom was like, for one, you didn't even deliver the emergency to your mom, right? I feel like in this, I don't know, I just don't know. But anyway, I feel like if I was to call, if I had a relationship with my folks, if I was to call my mom and I was to say, yeah, hey, I'm an adult. I'm not gonna meet you. For one, we just two totally different. I'm not gonna call her and say, yeah, I need you to come down here. It's an emergency. I need you to come down here. It's an emergency. Without telling her the emergency. Like, I kind of agree with Justine's mom. Like, tell me the emergency. Like, her mom is left in the dark. Like, what? Like, you didn't even tell her what's going on. Lord forbid if something had have happened and she, like, even though she is the way she is, and she's like, it's an emergency, and she's just dragging her feet. Lord forbid if her mom just dragged her feet and something happened and she don't know what the emergency is, but something has happened. Then what, Justine? Like, this is where Justine and Michael have to grow up for me. Like, I don't know what the logic is. I don't know, and I I want the best for them because they have a beautiful blended family. They have a beautiful home. I'm hoping that the show can even help them, give them a raise, now that they have more children, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, I feel like each child should be I'm giving y'all 9 kids. You can give me 10,000, $15,000. 7 for Michael and 7 for her, 75 and 75. Now y'all got it. Y'all got all the views now. Love at the Lockup. I feel like they should give them a raise. That's just me talking. But it's the mindset that matters. And I even though they're grown, that they're having babies or whatever. Like I said, I'm not a mom. I'm just a rich auntie. But you know, I that's the story of Michael and Justine, my guys, my people. We're gonna move on to the good old. Um, I'm gonna get Bianca and Daniel out the way because y'all. I'm calling the show after this, and I'm telling them that Daniel and Michael is done. I promise. I'm calling the executive himself, and I'm saying, look, executive, sir, Bianca and Michael has been done. They done in real life now to this date, but they've been done on the show. Please don't bring them back in any capacity, okay? Thank you. And then I'm gonna hang up. Okay. Allegedly. But Bianca and Daniel. So Bianca is weird. Bianca gives me Bianca looks like the woman off of Siren. If you hate, like, I love mermaids, y'all. So I don't know if y'all have watched the Hulu show Siren. That's has a premise of um mermaids that actually live here on Earth. You know what I'm saying? But she gives me that mermaid hair. That hair is something with that hair. Scarecrow. Yeah, ooh. And then her attitude, it's just nasty. It just don't match. But anyway, we see that Bianca and her friend Haley go get food, and Haley is in town. She's visiting. Actually, Haley said that, I don't know if y'all caught this, but Haley said that Bianca called her and asked her to come. And Bianca sat up there and lied and said that Haley was just coming. That's why I don't like her. Then you got the nerve to have some straggly hair and you nasty. And just because you have money, girl, they're supposed to do something. They're supposed to make people respect you more. No, it's your character. It's your respect. It's how you show up. It's the couth you have about yourself. And you have none. Siren girl, Bianca. Oof, she get on my nerve. So they talking. So Haley and Bianca, they talking. And Haley is still trying to get she's still trying to reason with this girl for some reason. She want her to win. And I get it. We all have friends that want us to win, right? But we all have them friends where we stop giving them advice because we see that they are not taking it, let alone they don't want it. Okay. I'm not finna keep doing it. But they talking And Haley is talking to her about marriage and how Daniel's doing. And, she's like, I just want the best for you. And, Lord forbid if you get pregnant, and he gonna be not on any birth control. Dense, just dense as hell. Denser than dense as hell. I'm not getting on any birth control, so I wouldn't be opposed to it. Girl, you think just because you got money now, if you bring a child in this world, well, y'all get privilege. Y'all ones get privilege. But it's the principle. You think when you bring a child in this world, I don't even have a child and I got a dog. Baby, dog food is expensive. I'm not comparing a dog and a child to anything because I have nieces and nephews that I take care of as well. And goddamn it, diapers, pampers, shoes, clothes, food, lessons, all that shit add up as a rich auntie. Yes, I'm the rich auntie. Baby. So I know I'm not comparing that in any way. But the fact that you keep on bringing up that you have money, what is, and you not on burger, what are you saying? Like, she is just a lost dog in the world. I really wish that she would find someone like to help her. Cause no therapy, nothing is helping her. Ugh. Anyway, so Haley asked her, would she rather be married or would she rather have a baby? And she like, whichever one, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, she irked my soul so much, y'all. She's annoying to me. But anyway, they go home or whatever. They go, they get home and Haley meets Daniel and in this episode, we see that even Haley and Daniel have a logical conversation where Daniel and Haley, they're discussing, the real, like Haley's asking a real question. Haley is a real friend. Haley's like, are you trying to be with my friend or what? Is you trying to marry her or what? What is the plan? And Daniel straight up tell her, no, I'm not. And I respect Daniel. Daniel has been standing on his 10 ever since he got out. Daniel has been telling Bianca, straggly hair, that he does not want to be with her. He don't want to marry you. He don't want to marry you. He was just talking. He love bombed you. And he apologized. Which you knew that. You knew what come with you talking to somebody in jail, my guy. Like you knew that. Like I feel like she always tries to put the blame on Daniel. And it's not. It's you. You tried to buy him. You still tried to buy him up until recently, up until this week, to your last week, actually, when y'all broke up. You tried, you moved. You did all of this. You and Daniel has been telling you straight face. Daniel is Daniel my kind of guy. My kind of guy. He says what he articulates and he says what he means. And I can rock with Daniel. Daniel can come to the cookout. He can. But it's his girl at this time that just, I feel like Daniel could have been. Anyway, so Haley asks Daniel, well, are you planning on telling my friend that you ain't basically gonna marry her? And Daniel like, well, you think I should rip the band-aid off and just tell her? Haley like, yeah. And she's happy that somebody got some logic, and me too, because it's like y'all been prolonging this. And Daniel, you hate the way she treats you. You hate it. Why put up with it, my guy? She drinks like a fish, like a whale. Then get mad when somebody pointed out. It's like, but you do this to yourself on national TV, and you want us to have some type of what about you? I don't know. Only the ones that are like her get her. She's weird. She's a weird one. And I'm sick of it. Okay? Anyway, but yeah, so Haley leaves and um Bianca is like I guess in her head trying to figure out things and trying to figure out, what she's going to do, and about Daniel and their relationship. But it's like they dragging it at this point, and I'm tired of them. I'm telling you, I'm calling the executive. All right, last but not least, y'all, and we made it to an hour, yay. So last but not least, we have Rob and Teeny. That Rob's mom is something else. But let's start off with what we saw. So we saw Rob having a nice little lunch gathering with the kids, Teeny's kids, he and Teeny's kids, because they're his. I really liked it. I really enjoy seeing Rob and Teeny together for one, black love. Yeah. So but yeah, like I enjoy seeing them together. Like I feel like they are one. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Teeny balances Rob where Rob balances Teeny in the sense of, you know, Rob, I feel like he has that drive, that go getter. You know what I'm saying? Teeny has that too, but Teeny can hold the house down, and Teeny don't mind. But Teeny don't also mind going to get a job and keeping the house together as well. You know what I'm saying? Like she all about herself, about her paper, her family. They're family oriented. Like it reminds me of families back in Mississippi where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not mine. But um, yeah, so it was good to see him and the kids, getting along and discussing Teeny and her first day of work. Shout out to Teeny. Teeny looked good on at work, y'all. She looked good. Now I didn't know Teeny had gray hair, but even her grays are cute. Teeny girl, we're rooting for you over here in this household. But yeah, so we saw her at work, doing her paralegal thing. And baby, you blacking in paralegal? I don't care what you do. You could be answering calls all day. I don't give a damn. You in paralegal. We shouting out to you, baby. Yes. And if you don't like my commentary when I say all things black over here, I'm it's a right to it. Yeah. So you can just keep going. Go on, exit the live, baby, because it's a right. I'm room for anybody to add. Yeah. But anyway, so um anyway, um so then we see out of nowhere that Rob's mama come over. Now, I was happy to see Rob's mom come over because I'm thinking that the conversation is gonna flow. He gonna apologize. She gonna apologize. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good thing. I'm really hoping that they can get it together because that fight that we saw between Rob's mom and Teeny, it was uncalled for. It was so uncalled for. And I agree with Teeny. Watch your mouth when you're talking to me. I don't agree with Teeny when she did grab his mom's face. You don't grab nobody's mama face, Teeny. You don't grab, I don't care what's going on. You don't grab nobody's face, but let alone your man mama face, you don't do it. Now I know that in a moment you probably felt like you didn't, reach out first, but you did. You made contact first, which made her whop you back. You know what I'm saying? And that is not funny because I do not condone violence. I don't. But the fact that, it was a little, push, whop, and then push down and then try to whop again, it just it made things worse. You know what I'm saying? And it put Rob in a situation where he has to choose between his family and his mom. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I've been there where my family had, when I first came out, tried to make me feel like, oh, you have to choose between this lifestyle or me. And it's like, I'm happy where I'm at. So I ain't gonna do the middle finger, but what? Bye. Y'all ain't paying my bills. Y'all ain't doing nothing for me. But you wanna be what? Sayer of what I do? No. Bye. But anyway, so y'all like this video. I don't like it for me. But I feel like, yeah, you Teeny and you shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that Rob though invites his mom to the house while Teeny isn't there was like, y'all, I literally was like, Oh, I don't know how I will feel about that either, because I get that's your mama, but we just had a whole altercation, and I don't know if she finna come in here and fuck up my shit in my house. Oops, excuse me. I don't know if she finna come in this house and mess up my stuff either. Like I don't know what she on. Like she is a Tasmanian. Okay, so when when they started talking about the fight, and Rob is upset that Tina did hit his mama, and his mama ended up saying, "She did, damn it. She hit me. You not gonna make me look crazy." Yeah, I was so tickled. I should have been laughing. I should not have been laughing, y'all. But I was so tickled, y'all. What in the world was that? What, like, Rob? Like, I would have even made that comment. I just would have said, mommy, like, you and Teeny, y'all shouldn't have been fighting. I mean, he could have said he even elaborated more on, why Teeny got up and why she did what she did. But it's the fact that he downplayed that Teeny did make contact first that set his mama off. And just like if I was a mama bear and my significant, I mean, and my son's girlfriend ends up, putting her hands on me. Excuse me. Excuse me, y'all. I had a Pepsi. Excuse me. And you coming in, you trying to have a conversation with me. You tell me and we looking at the playback now. You telling me that your girlfriend didn't hit me first when I know what I felt? Hell yeah, I'm finna act the fool too. Cause you crazy. You got your rabbit ass mind trying to tell me what's going on. You know what I'm saying? When I know what I felt and I know I had to whop her. You know what I'm saying? Again, it does not make it right. We do not condone violence over here, but I do feel like Ra's mom has to get her some type of counseling. I'm saying that with love because she is unhinged. You can't even have a conversation with your son, even if you feel like his wife is in the wrong. That's when you should come to him and say, "Look, son, I'm not finna deal with you because XYZ. And if your wife can't respect me enough to where she can't let words just be words, cool." Or and vice versa for Teeny. Teeny, if you I'm not gonna let nothing happen to you. I'm not gonna, let my mom disrespect you. However, you have to control. Like he needs to have these dual conversations with the both of them, because if he doesn't, which we know now, his mama is like, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? It makes the situation worse. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it could have been a way better conversation. Like I said, had his mama been like in her right mind and like just calm down and just articulated how she felt in that moment and said, look, son, I know that it all was a blur, but your wife, she did put her hands on me. Ask production to show you the video if need be. She could have did something like that, but to beat the table and do all that with the kids in the house, that's why Teeny has a problem. That's why Teeny don't want her around. That's why Teeny is like, I would never have anything else to do with her if I can help it. And I honestly, in that moment, I don't disagree, because for one, it's one thing to say, your wife put your hands on me, but it's another thing to beat the table, be loud and irate. Hell, it's neighbors around. They didn't move to a new neighborhood. You out here acting for what? Like, bro, what? Even the brother was like, she, Rob's mom puts her kids in situations where it does make it hard for them to even have a relationship, because they like, damn, do I choose my mom's side? Damn, do I choose my brother's side? Because I'm trying to still get to know my brother. He just got out of jail, but damn, I love my mama. And my mama, mom come above all. But it's like, I mean, Rob's mom, she you gotta calm down, ma'am. You gotta calm down. And this is with love from Uniquely Destiny. Okay. Even if you, I mean, if you want to have a conversation with me, you can come to this platform and we can definitely have a conversation. Okay. We can. Because I'm calling the executive after this for some of these cast members. But if you want to have a conversation with me, that's fine. But I do want them to get on good terms. However, um, it's just that, I don't see it for Rob and his mom and Teeny all being on the same page right now because tensions are too high. It's too high. It's too many feelings involved. The mama feel like Rob should be with her family and split time between. But see, sometimes, and if we're being honest, Rob said that his family wasn't even there for him like that. So to have all these grand expectations for him when he gets out, that's a lot of pressure on a person. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like, you want the best for me because it always seemed like, well, what can I do for you? And he even said that, well, it always feel like y'all want me to figure out what I can do for y'all, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing for myself. And I've been there. Like, that's another problem and I don't mind sharing, being candid about myself, because this helps me grow. Speaking out loud through therapy, I've learned that speaking your truth and standing in it helps you grow. You know what I'm saying? Helps you get over these traumas, childhood traumas and life traumas. But there was a problem with my family because I moved away from Mississippi, got away. I'm doing good for myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask them. I've never asked my family for anything. I don't ask, you know what I'm saying? My family hasn't even bought me a doggone housewarming gift, you know what I'm saying? But that's okay. I'm good. I'm covered by the blood of Jesus, you know what I'm saying? I'm on my hustle. I'm doing my thing. I'm happy. I'm content. Got a good job. Got a good woman. Got a nice dog. Eating good. I'm healthy. I'm happy. And I had to sit in there and say, if I truly want to be happy, I'm going to have to cut y'all off financially, emotionally, spiritually. I'll still pray for you, but spiritually, I don't even want your aura around me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't blame Rob for standing up and saying, look, I'm trying to figure it out. And if y'all can't get with it, you can get lost pretty much. And for her to get up, no, and it was hurtful for me to hear Rob's mom say, and don't call me with that punk ass shit. It's like, what? How do you sound? How do you sound? She sound like my sperm donor, like how he talked to me and how his sister talked to folks. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, I don't like that. Like, I'm an adult. If you feel some type of way, you talk to me like an adult. I'm definitely not gonna be in your life anyway, but you're not gonna disrespect me and then think you're gonna keep disrespecting me, even though you feel some type of way, and then think I'm gonna come back and after you say some hurtful stuff like that. She did not have to say no. She did not have to say to Rob, and don't call me with that punk. Like, wait, that's hurtful. That is hurtful. And you wonder why your son don't want to have nothing to do with you. And you wonder why his wife don't want to have nothing to do with you in those moments. I'm rooting for y'all. I am rooting for your family. But sometimes, again, as parents, sometimes our parents, they don't want to take a step back. I used to always hear uh when I first came out, my sperm don't you say, you such an embarrassment to me. You're such an embarrassment to me. And that hurted me. That hurted me so bad. That hurted me so bad for years. 29 years. I'm in my 30s now. 29 years. An embarrassment. I'm an embarrassment. I got two masters, a bachelor's, and I do for my community. And I have my business. I'm up here. I never asked y'all for a red cent. I've been in Washington almost 8 years, and y'all have never done anything for me. But I'm an embarrassment, my guy. No, you're the embarrassment with your infidelity. But we won't go there. But I can feel Rob on that. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to say this. I am rooting for everybody on this show, despite all my commentary. Okay, even Bianca Lestregler here, because I want her to find her somebody to match her. Like, and baby, money, when she realized that money come and go, She oh, she gonna be in for a rude awakening, baby. But that's neither here nor there. That is my commentary on Love After Lockup, y'all, tonight. Rooting for um Teeny Raw, rooting for Justine and Michael. Shout out to them for a healthy delivery. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving out there. Um yeah. Do y'all think I should come back and do some more commentary? Because y'all, I'm watching another show on Netflix called The Later Daters. And baby, I'm on TikTok. Go on follow me, Uniquely Destiny on TikTok, y'all. Um, baby, the views are going up on TikTok, y'all, since I've been reviewing the show. But the show is fire. The Later Daters, it is produced by Michelle Obama. I'm gonna say it again. It is produced by Michelle Obama. Oh, we y'all, and the premise of the show is it's based on elderly couples like in their 50s and 60s dating again, and most of them, have either been divorced or they lost a loved one, due to passing or whatever. But y'all, the Later Daters, it's a vibe. Y'all gotta go watch it. Y'all, it is a vibe. Y'all gotta go see Suzanne and Anise and all of them. Y'all, go watch it. The Later Daters. Tell them I sent you, y'all. Um, but yeah, y'all want to see some more commentary? Let me know in the comments. I hope y'all having a beautiful, blessed day out there. Say your prayers, move your body. Comment, like this video. I'm really, really gonna try to stay consistent because I don't know where Maria was at tonight, but Maria is she's an avid viewer when I go live and I do reviews, y'all. And y'all, we be having a key over here, baby. She be having a tea and I be keying, okay? But I hope y'all have a beautiful, blessed night out there, okay? And as y'all can see, I'll talk to y'all till the damn sun then went down. But I'm glad that I did this video for an hour because I hear that it's good to do commentary for like 30 minutes to an hour so that you can, actually like get the views flowing and whatever. But yeah. Oh, last but not least, y'all. Um, oh, I think I told y'all this in the beginning. I broke my leg again. Well, it ain't I have a collateral knee damage again. Okay. So y'all keep them prayers up for me. Okay. Y'all remember I broke it back in March of this year. And then just last week, tore it up again. Tore it up again. Tore it up again. Okay. So I'm back on these things everywhere I go. And as you can see, Coda has eaten up my doggone thing. So I can't keep shit around you. You know what I'm saying? He is going to eat it up, honey. Um, now my baby don't be eating stuff like that, but he is a hefty dog. But y'all say y'all prayers for real. I'm rooting for all y'all. I love y'all. Hope y'all say y'all prayers tonight. Move your bodies. And yeah, I'll be back probably talking to y'all about the Later Daters later. But yeah, all right, y'all. Bye.